Hello, I'm William Burke, author of Voodoo Child, Book 1, Zombie Uprising, the first book in the new Voodoo Child horror series. Thanks for checking out this video, and please visit my website for more videos, articles, reviews, and other entertaining stuff relating to the book. You've probably noticed that there are more and more and more zombie books coming out every day. Many center on the outbreak of a zombie virus, which spreads like wildfire, overpowers the military, and causes the apocalypse. And that's cool. But I wanted to explore the voodoo roots of zombies. And the more I researched voodoo, the more fascinated I became with its rich tapestry of legends and beliefs. So, what's Voodoo Child about? This is Maggie Child, U.S. Army chopper pilot. Her terrifying odyssey begins in Iraq when she's shot down by ISIS. Miraculously, she survives, but instead of being rescued, she's abducted by a private military corporation conducting insidious mind control experiments. She escapes to the remote Caribbean island of Fantomas. The island seems like paradise until she discovers that voodoo's most evil spirit is about to unleash a zombie plague that could destroy the island and possibly the world. She allies herself with Serafina, a young voodoo priestess, and they set out to stop the zombie uprising. But they're also up against the island's psychotic female dictator. And to make matters worse, the private military corporation has hunted Maggie down and is staging a military coup to steal voodoo's ancient zombie elixir for their own evil purposes. Voodoo Child is a blend of supernatural thrills and hard-hitting action with plenty of zombie-stomping fun. Get it today on Amazon. One of the unique things about Voodoo Child is that most of its core characters are women, and very intelligent and resourceful women at that. They don't need any man to rescue them. I think female characters are often consigned to supporting roles in this genre, and I kind of wanted to change that. And yes, there's even a bit of romance between Maggie and a burnt-out ex-mercenary named Glenn. I'm in my 50s, so I was more influenced by old-school horror. Zombies first burnt themselves into my brain when I was 7 years old. I woke up at midnight, snuck out of bed, turned on Channel 11, and was terrified by an incredible movie.
Night of the Living Dead. A bizarre adventure in fear. An experience in shock, more shattering than your strangest nightmare.
Night of the Living Dead really wrote the book on zombies. From the concept of them being flesh eaters to focusing on everyday people struggling to survive, it's the Rosetta Stone of zombie lore, and none of today's books and movies would exist without it. But Voodoo Child was also influenced by another movie, which, despite having a loyal fan base, still doesn't get enough recognition. Lucio Fulci's Zombie was supposed to be an unofficial follow-up to Dawn of the Dead, but he took a different approach by setting it on a Caribbean island and incorporating voodoo legends. It's a no-holds-barred gore fest, but it's also a very important piece of zombie lore. As for me, you've probably figured out that I'm a horror fan. Prior to this novel, I created several television shows, including the paranormal series Creepy, which runs in the USA on Destination America as Hauntings and Horrors. I was also the producer of the science fiction series Forbidden Science, as well as the steamy romantic comedy show Lingerie. I've also written for genre-oriented magazines like Fangoria and Videoscope, And all the while, I was ghostwriting everything from paranormal romances to steamy fiction, gradually building up to writing my first novel, and I hope you enjoy it. Please visit my website, which I'll be constantly updating with all things relating to the book, voodoo, and zombies. And I'll also be serializing a Voodoo Child prequel. That's just kind of a free gift for my readers. So go to Amazon and get Voodoo Child, Book 1, Zombie Uprising. Thanks again.